Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Blender tutorial on physics. From the start, let's remind you I'm in Edit, Preferences, Keymap, and I'm using the industry compatible button layout. First thing we'll do in creating a cloth simulation today would be to delete our cube that's in the center of the screen. I'm then going to go up to Add, Mesh, Plane. I'll push R to resize that. Push and hold your middle mouse button and drag that plane bigger. This will be our ground surface. I got to do two things with this ground surface, two physics applications. The first will be collision, so that our cloth is able to hit it and not fall through it. The second will be rigid body. And when I scroll down to see rigid body, I actually want to change this from active to passive. You can leave it as convex hull, no need to check the animation there. You're done with your ground surface. Next, with a deselection, I'm going to add a UV sphere. You know what? Let's add a monkey. That's more fun. You'll notice that this monkey, though, is actually halfway in between the plane. To adjust that, I'm going to move the location with this pop-out menu here on the right by changing the Z-axis to 1 meter. Now you'll see that the monkey is above the plane. And with that monkey, I can shade him smooth if I'd like. So now he's looking nice and silky on the edges. I can, if I wanted, go in, right-click, and subdivide him to add some complexity to his geometry. If I click 1 on smoothness, he can get even silkier in terms of a layout. That's not so important here. The more important part would be the physics application that you will apply. So once he's set on the ground, you click the Physics tab. I'm going to apply rigid body, just like the plane, except I'm going to leave this one active. And I'm going to change the shape to a mesh. And the other thing you need to do is add collision. No need to touch any of the settings there. Feel free to, but this should work how it is. Last element would be a piece of cloth in the form of a plane. So just like our ground surface, we're using a plane. I'm not going to make it as big as the ground surface. Let's make it about half the size, enough to fall on top of the monkey. And there will be some physics elements we apply to this as well. It's lifted in the air above the monkey, so it will fall straight down. But right now, if I added cloth and pushed play, you'll notice that that's like a stiff board sitting on top of the monkey. Why? Because we haven't subdivided it. I'm going to go into edit mode, right-click, subdivide, and let's give it about 50 cuts. That should be plenty of enough. The more you do, the more GPU use your computer will require, but also the more realistic it will look. You can, if you want, try and smooth shade that surface. And then from there, if I push and play, you'll see it begins to fold on top of the monkey. And good news for us, since our plane had collision, the cloth didn't fall through the plane. It fell right on top of the monkey. Now, if you're trying to make this more realistic looking, I would suggest you add some material settings to this as well. That could be making a ground surface that could be green. Remember, it won't show up unless I'm in the material preview. Or if you want lighting added to it as well, you can view that through the rendered viewport. There does seem to be a bit of a shine on the surface. That's our specular intensity, so I'll drag that down. Let's make our monkey a nice shade of brown. And no specular intensity needed there as well. And last, we can make our sheet of paper a light blue. That seems to work. Now, our light source is right here. You'll see that that is dependent on where it's placed in the scene. So right now, the monkey is hard to see. That's because there's a sheet of paper blocking the light source from reaching him. You'll notice the light changes when we push play. And there you go. The more you can do with the physics settings, the more you'll see will change. But that's the basic rundown as how to apply a cloth material in Blender.